Hi, I'm Leanne Davis, and I'm absolutely thrilled that my script Misadventure has made it to this year's Brit List. Set in the Northeast, Misadventure follows 28-year-old Catholic girl Jess, who up until now has been a good girl. But when she discovers a secret that her 55-year-old mother has early onset Alzheimer's, it suddenly dawns on her that if being good doesn't stop the bad things happening in life, then being good can fuck right off. Misadventure is my story. I was just 28 years old when my own mother was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. And at present, very little exists in modern culture to represent this incurable disease in all its truth. Depictions tend to be either unequivocally bleak or exploited as a comedy trope. Having watched my own mother live with the disease for nearly 10 years, I wanted to write a show that highlights the true effects of Alzheimer's in all its messy glory. So Misadventure is a love letter to mothers and daughters everywhere, and it's a big fuck you to Alzheimer's and the suffocating oppression of being good. My writing career really only started a few years ago when I began creating character comedy for stand-up nights and sketch shows. After winning several awards for this, I began putting these characters into longer form narratives, so plays, TV shows and films. In the last 3 years, I've been chosen for the BBC Drama Writers' Room, where Misadventure was written alongside Heyday TV, the Channel 4 Screenwriting Menteeship. I've been awarded Arts Council funding to take my play Ripe into development, and funded by the BFI to write and direct my first short film entitled A Last Resort, which we shot in the summer when I was 8 months pregnant and completed just a month or so ago when my son was just 4 weeks old. So it's been quite the ride. Most of my ideas come from personal experience or moments in life that have made me sit up and reflect and take note, whether through intrigue and delight or abject fury. I then spend quite a lot of time contemplating what are the issues at the heart of that story. And I create a character then that is usually a conglomeration of lots of people I've met along the way, and send them on a journey to interrogate these issues. And more often than not, they end up down rabbit holes that I never expected them to. And that's when I get the most joy from my writing. And so for Misadventure, I considered the key moments we as a family shared with my own mum, whether joyous, heartbreaking or hilariously bonkers, and created from that scenarios, scenes and episode plots, thus highlighting a journey that I believe is both hugely specific and personal whilst also being universal. My agent claims that my skills lie in exploring seemingly bleak issues with a surprisingly light and often humorous touch. I'm currently working on a fair number of treatments and scripts, issues of which include the care system, motherhood, social media, and the way society deals with both sex and death. I'm particularly keen in depicting a side of women's lives we don't often see, with warmth and authenticity, and always with laughter and hope.